Hello everyone, welcome back to Ramon at Home. I am Ramon, a Christmas design expert and seasonal decorator here to help you feel more comfortable about your designs. And in today's video, I'm going to be decorating my Christmas tree step by step. You guys, I've been sharing with you so many Christmas tree decorating ideas this year, but my Christmas tree is what I'm excited about. So I really hope that you are as excited as I am. Now, before we get started, a few housekeeping items. So first of all is, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you're already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on because you will not want to miss this whole season. So many more DIYs coming your way. Now, if you are already subscribed, don't forget to like this video on Facebook, on Instagram, and on WhatsApp. Share with your friends so they too can come and join the fun. With all of that said, we're gonna get started decorating our Christmas tree step by step. Now, I will be talking to you about some of the items that we got, and I'm gonna start with these large ornaments. These came from Walmart, believe it or not. They were about $5, guys. Look how big this is. So what I like to do is I like to grab a wire, and I put a wire, and that kind of gives me a stem to put this ball in. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna start from here down with the larger ornaments, and from here up, we're going to do smaller ornaments and clusters. So what I want to do is I'm going to push that branch down, and I'm gonna stick this ball as far as I can. Then I'm gonna grab one of my bristles, and I'm gonna twist my wire twice onto a bristle so that way it stays in place. Remember to always lift up the branch, and then also remember to work in a zigzag motion going down. I have 4, so I have to make sure that I go from here all the way down. So I'm gonna do one here. I'm gonna step ladder down to like about here. I'm gonna grab a bristle, I'm gonna grab a branch and twist that wire. Look, it's gonna stay right in place. Now, I did went ahead and pre-wire all of my ornaments. Well, most of them, I'm not gonna lie to you. There'll probably be some of them that are not wired. Why? Because that's gonna help me to save time. And so what you want to do is like lift this branch up here. We want to kind of cover some of these bigger spaces into our Christmas tree. So grab that branch and twist that wire 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have one last one, which is going to be this beautiful glitter one. So see how I'm going one to the right, one to the left, one to the right. This one's gonna go all the way down over here. You might not be able to see this right now. I don't know, Jameson, can they see it? Yep, you can see it. Okay, great. So I'm gonna add this one right here. I'm gonna attach to my branch, and that's gonna support the ornament. Now, the one that I'm excited about, it's this disco ball. How fun, you guys. Disco balls is one of the hottest trends for Christmas. When I went to market, we saw it all the way from the ceiling, on tabletops, on arrangements, on the floor, on coffee tables, on Christmas trees, on ornaments, on garlands, on picks. It was everywhere. So that's why this year I decided to get some in gold and some in silver, so that way I can add to my Christmas tree. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start right here. Now on these ones, I didn't add a wire because they come with this heavy duty hook. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put my branch down, then I'm going to look for one of these bristles that connect to my Christmas tree. I'm gonna grab it and pull it through, and then I'm going to fold this right here, and that's gonna help me support my disco ball. They are pretty large. They're about 10-inch round. I just love it, don't you? So now we're gonna go from our left to our right. Remember to scale down or step ladder motion down, and that's what's going to help you have a lot of balance on your Christmas tree. So one, I'm gonna go over to this side. I'm gonna go all the way over here, working my way back to my Christmas tree. Sorry if I gave you the back, but this is real life decorating, you guys. This is not, I was not even going to actually record this video. I was just gonna go ahead and decorate my Christmas tree, but I told James, I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and do it. Why not? All right, so one, and then I'm going to put this guy all the way over here on this side. I'm gonna grab a bristle, I'm going to connect it through, and I'm gonna fold that. Look how pretty. I just absolutely love it. You might not be able to see that one right now, but you'll be able to see it later on as we continue to add some other ornaments. All right, I'm gonna gather some few more that I have, and I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. All right, you guys, so this particular ornament, I want to show you a trick. They have this string. Well, I don't want the string, so what I want to do is I'm going to create a little knot right here, and you're going to go as far down as you can. Once you have the little loop, what you want to do is you're going to introduce a wire through both of these guys right here. They're gonna fold it in half and give it a little twist, and then you're going to tighten your nut. And this is what's going to allow us to attach the ornament into our Christmas tree. Okay, so now that you know this trick about the wire, it is so important to know that this is a champagne color, and we're going to add some champagne to kind of break down all of the gold, because there's going to be a lot of gold, trust me when I tell you that. So I already started with the one on the top, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down over to this side, and I'm going to start staggering them down. So I'm going to open right here. I'm going to grab a branch, and remember to go all the way in. We're trying to really pack this Christmas tree with ornaments, especially these disco balls, because, well, they're so pretty. I absolutely love them. So we're gonna go one. I'm going to go one right here in the middle. And I'm gonna go all the way down. I have 2 more. I only have 5 of them. So I'm gonna go over to this side. I'm gonna put this one on the, well, I'm gonna put it over here. You might not be able to see this one right here, but you will, trust me. Because when you're walking by your Christmas tree, you want to make sure that the same elements are all throughout the Christmas tree when you're walking by it. So that one you don't see right now, but there's already plenty over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this guy maybe right here on the center. So I'm going to open up my branches, and I'm going to stick this ornament all the way through and in, then going to attach. Now you guys, these ornaments, I should mention that those ornaments, the disco ball ornaments were actually from Five Below. So they're only about $5, $5.99 I think they were each. And I just thought they were super cute. I got 5 because that's all they had on the champagne color. But these ones right here are from Walmart. These guys were only about $2.50. And I got all of the ones that we got. Actually, me and Jameson had to go back and look for more ornaments because I felt like I didn't have enough. But here's a secret. Buy all of the ones they have. And then if you use them, good. But if you don't use them, you can always take them back. So that's what I do. I'm not lying. Check this out. I bought all the ones I had. Just don't take the tags off. I know I'm going to use them because it's a big tree. But if you buy, like, let's say 30 and you don't use them, just keep the tags, work on them as you go, and then return the ones that you don't want to use. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to start packing this tree with gold ornaments, basically. I'm going to start filling in all of these gaps, and I already pre-wired all of these ornaments. Like I said, working with this wire really allows you to move faster. As you guys can see, it's already looking absolutely beautiful. I love it. I'm going to put one right here. Remember to step ladder motion as you go down. So now I'm going to go over here. And a lot of people ask me where this Christmas tree is from. Unfortunately, this Christmas tree is no longer available. It was from a local boutique. You know what? I'm going to put one right here. Here in San Diego. And unfortunately, sometimes, you know, they discontinue things, and that's what happened with this tree. Now, I'm going to leave the top a little bare because I'm going to need my step ladder, but I'll finish from here up off camera and you guys will see the end result. But see how it's filling in all throughout my Christmas tree, and every gap I have, I want to fill in with an ornament. And what I did is I went ahead and, I don't know if I mentioned, but I made sure that all of these ornaments are the same pattern. They have some other patterns at Walmart, but I feel like for cohesion, it's going to look more beautiful if it is just all the same ornament. It's going to create more texture. You start to create a texture on your Christmas tree that is just absolutely beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna add this one right here. And I'm gonna continue going. Like I tell you, always, you know, prep once, work faster. Oh my gosh, that's looking so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna disappear for a second because I have to put a few over on the inside of these branches. And remember to go all the way down. Don't forget, down and back. This tree is going to be sitting like that against the wall, but there's still some spot like right here that will help that tree shape fill in. If you have gaps between them, you kind of lose that shape of the tree. So that's why you want to make sure that, like right here, I want to add one. So what you want to do is kind of lift that right there and then attach to one of the bristles in the back. Let me see, right here, twist it around. And what this is doing, you guys, is kind of creating clusters of ornaments, and it's looking absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to add one right here. Now, also what I like about these ornaments is that is going to help me to create a really rich look for less. And who doesn't like a rich look for less, right? Well, as you guys can see, just by packing it with ornaments, it's looking absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna save, well, I still have a few that I can use. All right, so I'm gonna go over here. Once again, the ones that you might not be able to see, when I give you the close-up, you'll be like, oh, Ramon left a hole there. Well, no, because I'm gonna go in here and make sure that I have ornaments all throughout my Christmas tree. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna finish with this particular ornament. I'm gonna speed it up and I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. All right, so far we are finishing the top. As you guys can see, I added our next element, which is going to be this beautiful ornament. And I did a live a few days ago. If you guys remember, if you were watching live, I told you to check your grocery stores, because sometimes your grocery stores carry Christmas decorations that you might not find at Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Michael's. Like these particular ornaments right here, you guys. They came in a set of 6 in a box. They're so pretty and they were super affordable because they're grocery store ornaments. Who'd have thunk it, right? So I like this size, and so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start filling in my gaps, like right here. I'm gonna grab them like I told you, I already pre-wired everything. And I'm gonna work on this motion going down, so that way I have this element all throughout my Christmas tree and it's all cohesive. Actually, I'm gonna add this guy right here. Just putting that wire real quick and fill in some gaps. But like I said, look, I put one right here, then immediately I'm going to move over to this side to add another one like this. And then we're gonna move over to put it right here in the middle. You see this gap right here? Well, we're going to put an ornament and that's going to fill in right there. And I have to find a bristle to attach. And you see how it's like already filling and giving you that three-dimensional feel. It is so beautiful. So now I'm gonna move over to this side and I'm going to add one right here. Once again, what you're trying to do is create those clusters, because it is easier to create the clusters where you want them as you go than if you were actually to tie a cluster. And I'll explain that in a minute, because our next step is adding clusters, but you will see what I mean. So right here in the middle, and then I'm gonna move over to this side and I'm gonna go over to right here. Once again, you might not be able to see this right now, but you will with a close-up. And this is our last one. Once again, I wanna go all the way down right there. How beautiful is that looking? I love it. Now, here is one of my, I hate to say that I was the first one to did it, but I did work at a flower shop where they taught me this. I put out this video, I don't know, about 7 years ago. It was one of my first videos, and now everybody does it, which I'm glad, because that's what we're here for, right? But I did some clusters. Me and Jameson actually spent the evening wiring all of these ornaments and doing clusters. You wanna come and say hi? Come here, Jameson. Give it up for Jameson. He didn't wear his black shirt today.
Exactly. It was supposed to match, but
he was supposed to match. So, how do you think this is looking?
I love the golden champagne. You have me at champagne.
Champagne, right? Hey, don't leave. Come here. I know he's embarrassed. But what, out of all the Christmas trees that we've done this year, which one's your favorite?
There's too many. There's too many so far. We have a lot more coming too, so I don't want to divulge too much information.
Stay tuned. Thank you, Jameson. Give it up for Jameson. So what we're going to do with these clusters, you guys, we're going to fill in all of these gaps. And look, this is going to really help us just tie in all of that. And what this has is like, this is the pattern that we did: shiny, shiny, disco ball, glitter, shiny. And then I'll show you another one. There's another kind that we did. There was one that it was glitter, glitter, disco ball, glitter, shiny. So you can just play with those ornaments and really fill in the gaps, like right here. Look how pretty this is going to be. Right here. Oh, it looks so magical. It looks like Christmas, right? Right, so now I'm going to one right here. Attach real quick. And I'm gonna continue adding all of these clusters. This is a perfect opportunity to lift up your branch like that and then attach real quick. And remember to just go 1, 2, hide the wire, because that way it'll be easier when you're trying to take this tree apart. It looks like it has a whole bunch of ornaments, but trust me when I tell you, Well, it really does. Who am I kidding, right? You know, I have this saying, I have this story that I used to work in a furniture store, and without giving names, but we used to do live shows, right? Which is like my favorite thing to do, is to do the live shows when you have like all these people and you're basically doing this in front of people. And I used to do a backdrop, and this lady who was in charge used to tell me, you know what, Ramon, less is more. Less is more. Less, every time we did a show. So one time I told her, you know what? Less is less and more is more. And so I just started adding more because I really believe that during the holidays you have that chance to really go all the way out and decorate your home for the holidays. It's only once a year, and I just absolutely love it. So remember that less is less and more is more. I need this one right here. I'm gonna grab this branch and I'm going to push it in like this. And remember, these clusters are to fill the gaps, like right here where there's gaps between ornaments. What you do is you grab this, you grab a little wire, and look at that. It's filling all the gaps and it's making your Christmas tree look absolutely packed with ornaments, because it really is absolutely packed with ornaments. All right, let me see this wire for this guy right here. So now I'm gonna move down. I'm gonna leave these branches alone. Look, like right here, I can close this gap right here. Let's see. I'm gonna put one right here to fill in. And just like I said, 2 twists and then back to hide it. Oh, let me see, over here, you kind of have to step away from them to see where it is. I'm gonna leave a few. I'm always telling you to always leave a few for the end. That way you can fill in all of those gaps once we step away from it, look at it and say, well, you know what, like I can tell already. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to reach, but like right here, if you push this down, if you grab this bristle right here and put a little cluster of ornaments, look at that. That just fills in that gap, still has some greenery coming out. I know that I'm gonna have to do some over there on the top, like right here, but I'm gonna wait that for the end because our next step, you guys, is going to be to add our ribbon. And for this particular ribbon, what I chose is this gorgeous gold ribbon from the at-home store. So what you wanna do is just drop that ribbon on the floor and also have some wires ready, okay? So I'm going to start by dovetailing this guy like this. And then I'm going to do I want to do single loop bows or do I want to do bows? I think we're going to start with single loop bows. You know, it's kind of my signature, but we're going to do some long tails like that. You're going to grab a wire and then you're going to wire this single loop bow like this. Look how cute that is. Make sure that you dovetail the end, because if I come to your home and your ribbons are not dovetail, well, I'm gonna ask you for a pair of scissors and I'm gonna start doing it myself. So now we're gonna have these longer tails like that, and what you want to do is grab this right here, like I'm gonna add one right here. Thought it was a perfect spot to show you. Wire that together and look at that. Let those hang like this. How cute. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. So we're gonna start by dovetailing, chunk. Then we're gonna grab a wire, put your wire right here. And then we're going to pinch, pinch, gather, go down, pinch, pinch, gather, twist. This is not a printed ribbon, so there's really no need for the twist, but it really does help if you twist, because it just keeps you that in your mind. You know, you have to twist, especially if it's a printed ribbon. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go all the way in, grab that, twist it, grab my scissors, and dovetail. Like that. One more time. Just fold, twist, grab your wire. Remember to give it about, I want to separate a 12 inch tail twist. Grab your wire. Wire all of this together. After you wire, what does good is like to fluff it a little bit. And one thing that I like to do is like add my ribbon to my tree first, like right here. And then I go down, up, and then I'll dovetail on the tree to kind of know where it needs to go. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so this one I feel like it's too long. Since the first one I did, so I'm gonna cut this guy a little bit shorter. Okay, one more. So we're gonna start by dovetailing, grabbing a wire. Always have a wire. Sometimes I put it in my mouth if I'm not talking, but in this occasion I'm talking. And then we're going to go down. Then we're gonna pinch, twist, grab our wire from our hand, pull back really tightly, and then we're going to attach this ribbon. Let's see, over on this side. Yeah, we're gonna attach it right here under this cluster. Twist, attach, and then what we're going to do is grab our scissors, like I said, and we're going to dovetail. Look at that. I'm gonna continue doing this and I'll be right back with you to give you the last step, which I have to tell you, it's my favorite. Keep watching. All right, so now our last step is going to be to add these beautiful poinsettias that you guys, check these out. These are from Walmart, and I wish I remember the price, but they're about $3. And look, they're all sequined, absolutely gorgeous, and I just love them. They have a little clip, but what you need to do really is just find a spot like right here, open it and make sure that it goes in through the bristles. It'll stay right there, look, because it has that clip on it, it'll make sure that it's secure. And remember to work one that way, one this way, like so. And remember that also, here's a secret. Don't put them all looking forward because it's going to look polka dotted. What you need to do is when you insert your flowers, put them sideways so that way it catches the light more beautifully, like this. See how it's like facing more like that than facing forward? You might want to have a few facing forward, but not all of them. So I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go over to this side, maybe right about here, because I only have about 8. So I wanna make sure that those 8 really go all throughout the Christmas tree, like this. I have 2 more. Remember to work all the way down, like right here. And they're just going to be filling out the gaps. And I absolutely love these poinsettias. They're super cute. Has all of these sequins and glitters, so pretty. But then I'm gonna go over to this side. I'm gonna go over to where this ball is. I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, so we're almost done. I promise you. The last step is going to take this tree out of this world gorgeous. Keep watching. The last thing I want to add to this beautiful Christmas tree is some crystals. A few years ago, I did a home tour for Christmas, and it was all crystals. There were crystals on the Christmas tree, crystals on the garland. There was crystals all over. If you have not seen that home tour, I'm gonna link it down below so you guys can go check it out. It was a frozen Christmas. Well, this time, what I want to do is add these crystals to this Christmas tree in a manner where they just dangle and they are just sparkling and catching the light. Look how pretty. And not a lot of it either, you guys. Look, I'm gonna start right here, very effortlessly, just like crystals drip onto the Christmas tree. I'm gonna grab this one right here, and then I'm going to go from here. Remember to just swoop it down and then go down and let that string of crystals do its magic. Like I'm going to go right here. Make sure that you put some draping down. You do a swoop and then you let this guy down like that. Let's see, where do we need more? Right here. I'm gonna add one right here. I'm gonna swoop all the way down. I'm gonna grab this branch and let it swoop down. That's going to really create, look how pretty this is, you guys. I've had this for so many years and I've only used them once. Has that ever happened to you? Where you have all this Christmas decor and because it's Christmas only once a year, you can only pull them out once a year, and I don't like that because I love all this stuff, but oh well, like my ex-boss used to say, oh well. All right, so I'm gonna go over here. So I'm gonna put this guy right here. Then I'm gonna go through this ornament cluster, and then I'm going to go right here. I'm gonna let this crystal hang down. I'm gonna grab one more for over here. So I'm gonna put this guy, move my ribbon, swoop it down, and then let it hang like that. All right, you guys, I'm gonna finish these crystals because I have to go on the top to put some up there, and I'll be right back to give you the end result. Keep watching. All right, you guys, so this is the end result on this beautiful Christmas tree that I am just obsessed with. The whole monochromatic with golds and champagnes really makes it stand out. It creates a beautiful festive look, and I just love the way the little ornament clusters turned out, the poinsettias with all the sequins and the addition of the beautiful crystals. It creates a sparkly and festive look. I cannot wait to read your comments, so be sure to leave me a comment down below of what was your favorite part of this Christmas tree. And don't forget that I'm going to put a playlist right here with a lot more Christmas decorations, ideas, and DIYs for you to be inspired. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And as always, you can watch more videos right now. Until next time, bye.